Tonight is guys only. Now, ladies, you're welcome to join us. You're welcome to sit in, find out what we're gonna talk about tonight. But this one's all for the guys. This one is guys' night. So sit in, listen, but sit back because this is for us guys. Guys, we're gonna talk about something that tonight is something that we don't talk about enough. And I know that there are a couple of you who will watch this who won't like it. I know that there are a couple of you tonight who are going to watch this and you're going to become uncomfortable with it. And that's okay, because this is a conversation that we need to have. This is a conversation that we should have been having all along, and it's a conversation that we need to keep having. But tonight we're going to make the start of it. Tonight we're going to get it going. So guys, tonight we're going to talk about us. See, we tend to destroy ourselves from a very early age. You can relate to that from the decisions that we make, the things that we do, our actions, and then we have to do those actions again just to make sure, and then we probably do them a third time just to make sure that when the universe says don't do that, that we know what it means. So we learn hard lessons. The problem with all of this is we're taught to man up, get over it, man up. But nobody ever tells us what that means. Nobody ever tells us how to do that. And so tonight we're going to get that started. See, we all know what it means to be a man. We are the protectors. We are the safekeepers. Throughout all of history, that has been the role. And it still should be today. We are the protectors. We are the safekeepers. Now, we grow up, continue to make our mistakes that we do, continue to destroy ourselves like we do, and hopefully we're maturing along the way. And that takes us to today, where we are in an especially stressful time of the year. And it's stressful for everybody, don't get me wrong, it's not just guys. But we have some unreal expectations being thrown upon us from work, from family, our spouses, our kids, our in-laws, travel. All of these things start to accumulate on us, and we're not exactly sure how to deal with all of this. See, men tend to be the people who need the most help, but men also tend to be the people who don't ask for it. That makes us especially dangerous. So we need the most help, but we're also the last to ask for it. What do we do? And now, by help, I don't mean you need to go see a therapist, although in some cases, that's not a completely bad idea. By help, I mean you need assistance. Assistance moving stuff, just moving stuff around or thinking through something. Maybe it's an assistance in you need some certainty in your life, or maybe it's the need to feel significant. You need to feel significant with wherever you are with your family and your friends and your coworkers. As men, we have an innate desire to be significant amongst those around us because we are the protectors, we are the safekeepers, and that makes us significant. But be careful with significance. Be very careful. Because some of you may think that in order to feel significant, I need to buy my kids all the best presents. Or to be significant, I need to make it to every Christmas dinner that is happening. Even if they're happening on the same day at the same time, we as men will find a way to get that to happen. We're crazy, but all that's doing is adding extra stressors. We're adding extra, you have to work an extra shift, or you have to work, that triple overtime. You have to stress with your bank account is in the red now. Your kids don't need the best of everything. They're going to be okay. And you don't need to make it to every Christmas dinner. It's going to be okay, because all you're doing is adding stress to yourself and you're adding stress to your loved ones, and it's crazy. So that's what I mean by help. Now, I want you to listen to this next bit very carefully. And I'm going to say it twice because I need you to understand this. If you do not find a positive, productive way to manage your stress, you will either implode or you will explode. Absolutely. If you do not find a positive, productive way to manage your stress, you will either implode or you will explode. And that's crazy dangerous, and I need you guys to understand this. See, we will find negative ways to handle our stress all the time. That's just natural. You know, we'll drink a little more, we'll eat a little more, we'll get angry, we'll be, pissed at the kids, we'll do whatever we do. That's sort of a natural instinct because it's something you do all the time. It feels like home, but you must find a positive, productive way to manage your stress, or you will implode or you'll explode. Now, here's the difference between men and women. There are many differences. I understand that. But this is a key one because we all say when we're under stressors that we're fine. How are you? I'm fine. All right, so guys, this is why I don't want the women to be part of this, because we understand our own language. Because if we're good, that means we're good. But if we're fine, we're not fine. So I know you guys understand that. Think about this. If you ask a woman how she's doing, what's wrong, something like that, and she says, I'm fine, that means you are seconds away from an explosion. And she is going to let you know, under no uncertain terms, everything that is making her unfine. Now, when an explosion happens, it's like a nuclear bomb, and it's huge, and entire countries can be destroyed by an explosion. The dangerous one is the implosion, and that's usually what happens to us guys. Because when we're fine, we are imploding. Now, an implosion is small. It's like a little tiny firecracker compared to the nuclear bomb. And the implosion happens inside of us. Nobody else in the country knows about it. And this little firecracker takes a chip out of us. It takes a little piece, a little crack on us, and it all happens inside. Now, those implosions, as they happen, start to add up, and more chips and more pieces and more cracks are going on until we get to what would be the final explosion. And I pray that you or no one you love or no one you know will experience that final implosion. That's what we're avoiding here. So we need to take care of ourselves. We need to find a positive, productive way to manage our stressors so that we can stop those implosions, to slow them down, we can control them. So if you do not find a positive, productive way to manage your stressors, you will either implode or you will explode. Now, I know some of you guys who are listening now, you're thinking, this is a bunch of crap, I don't need this. Guess what? You're imploding. Every guy who's watching this knows what those implosions feel like because we've all felt it. And if you tell me you don't know what it feels like, it means you're lying. And worse yet, you're lying to yourself. You have to get it under control. So, what are you going to do? Number one, you're going to ask for help. Now you're thinking, well, I'm a guy, I don't ask for help. Well, I'm not talking about reading a damn map, I'm talking about your mental health. You will ask for help. So, there are a number of resources. There are a ton of resources. And if you don't know one, I can help you find one. Just send me a private message. Just say, simply, I need help. And maybe it's help moving something. It may be simple things. Moving something, it may be help thinking through something. It may be, something larger. Maybe you're fighting depression or anxiety or whatever those demons are. Just say, I need help. Just send me that private message. I need help. And I will set you up with a whole number of resources at your disposal. So when you're fine, you could be fine. You could say you're fine, but the world knows you're not fine. People who are close to you know you're not fine. They know that something is amiss. They know that something's not quite right. And if you spend any time around kids, Like anytime. Those little boogers can see through anything. You can pretend you're fine all you want, but they know you're not fine. Think about this. Open yourself to something. When's the last time your kids heard you say, that kind of worries me a little bit? Because they already knew that you were worried before you ever said it. And now that you've verbalized it, you've made it a reality. You've put it out in the open. And now they're watching very closely how you handle that worry. So you could either be fine and you can explode and they will pay the consequences for it, or you can implode and they will pay the consequences for it, or you can verbalize it and make it reality for everybody and they will learn from it. So this is your teaching experience. This is part of being the protector, part of being the safekeeper. Guys, you have got to face up to these demons. These demons are in your own backyard. This is your chance to go outside and meet them nose to nose and belly to belly and say, I'm not doing this anymore. We've all got those stressors. Guys, if you say you don't, you're lying. You must find a positive, productive way to manage your stressors or you will implode or you will explode. So that's the first thing. Go talk to your family. Go talk to your friends. Just say, I need help with something. And if you're like, well, I'm a man, I can't go talk to somebody. That's not what men do. Well, that's what men have to do. It's not a secret. You have to. And if you feel uncomfortable talking to your family, if you feel uncomfortable talking to your buddies, send me the message. I'm ready for you. It's all good. I got you covered. The second thing I want you to do, and this is super important, is to lift others. Our brothers are all around us. And by brothers, I mean other men. So it might be a family member, it might be a neighbor, it might be a stranger down the street, or a stranger at the store, whatever it is. But reach out to them, help them up. Understand without a doubt that we are all under the same stressors. Everybody is going through the same thing. Some of them already have positive, productive ways to manage those stressors. Many don't. Reach out. And I'm not saying have a heart-to-heart in aisle 5 of the Piggly Wiggly with some stranger you just met. Although if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. What I'm saying is smile at these guys. Help them out. If you're at Menards or Lowe's and you see a guy loading up 2x4s, go over and lend him a hand. Help him out. You must help yourself before you help others. There's a reason when on an airplane, when they're going through the safety precautions, they say put your own mask on before you put on your friend neighbor's mask. It's because if you're not breathing, you can't help anybody else breathe. If you are not feeling safe, if you are not feeling protected, then there's no way you can be the protector and the safekeeper for anybody else. You have got to get it together. So, that's what I had for you guys tonight. Girls, if you watch through that, you're going to have your own thing coming up. Don't worry. But this is for the guys. This is all for the guys. And like I said, my IM is open. Send me a message if you need. I'm here for you. There are a ton of resources that we can get you rolling. But I want you guys to be the men that you can be, the best men that you can be. And I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. I hope you have a great week coming up. As we get closer to the holidays, it's going to keep building. So find that positive, productive way. We got this. All right. Good night, guys.